Hi guys, this is Vishal here from DrapCode. So in this video, we will talk about external APIs or the module which integrates REST API with DrapCode, and we'll make a very simple call just to push some data to an external source or to an external service. So in REST API, you make a post call to send data to a third-party service, right? So let's see how we can do it. Okay, for this video, we'll talk about REST API. So we needed an example REST API. So we are using Airtable REST APIs, right? So Airtable has a very good support of REST API where you can fetch data, you can create record, update record, and so we are just using this as an example. So let's say I want to create a new record. So this REST API is of this project collection, which is storing data of some project, right? Which has name, description, status, priority, and start date. Okay. Now I want to make a simple post call to Airtable and create one more record. Let's see how we do it in DrapCode. So this is an API to create a new record. So this is the configuration. So with all REST API documentation, you will get curl, right? So this is basically the representation. These are the URLs, headers, and all the data and all these things. So now let's go and do this. So I'll go to DrapCode and I go to external API module. So external API is here. I'll go to external API and then create external API. So now first let's just send dummy data. So in this example we will be talking about custom JSON. Okay, so where we are just sending hard-coded JSON to Airtable. Okay, so I'll go here. So this is a post call and this is the URL. So I'll just copy the URL. Depending on which tool you are implementing, which API you are doing, this URL will obviously change, right? So I'll name it. Let's say create new record on Airtable using custom JSON. Okay, so I'm not sending data from any collection or anything. I'm just sending a hard-coded JSON. Okay, so then is authorization, bearer, and token. So I'll go here in the headers. I'll say authorization, bearer, and the token. So I already have copied token, so I'll just paste it. I'll paste it. Let's go again. Content type is application JSON. So this is not needed actually. So we by default do it, but yeah, it's completely optional. So I just copied it. So this is fine. My header part is done. URL is done. Now we need to send data. Okay, so this is the data. So if you want to create one record, you send this JSON. You want to create multiple records, you send multiple JSON. Okay, so this is more like an array. So I'll copy the data and then just paste it here. And obviously I will change it according to the values which I want to send. So let's create just one record. I'll say record from custom JSON. Okay, so that we know that how does the record got created. Description, let's say description 111 custom JSON, status done, priority low, and let's say date is 30th March 2023. Okay, so this is just some dummy hard-coded JSON, and next we'll see how we'll pass dynamic values. I'll remove the other record. I just want to create one record. So you can just send a number of records in this JSON. So that's all, and then I'll save. So basically what we are doing, we have just did a very basic configuration where we're just saying go to Airtable API and send this data. This is the data, hard-coded data. Okay, and I'll say save settings. It is saved. Now let's call this API. So to call this API, I'll go and create an event. Okay, a very simple event which is saying call Airtable API with custom JSON. Create, and this API will do only one thing, just whatever data we are sending it to Airtable. Let's say success, and that's all. Okay, now let's go to a page and bind this event. So we'll bind this event to a button. Okay, so we'll just click the button will call the event, and it will make an external API call, right? So let's use this button itself. So I'll go to button, and in workflow event, I'll just bind the event which we just created. Okay, and I'll change the name to, let's say, create new peer table project. I'll remove this button and I'll just preview. So if I go to your table, as of now, there is no such project like created from custom JSON. So let's hit it. So this has called the event, and event has called the external API, which is eventually called Airtable API, right? So let's go and see if the project got created there. So you see a new record got created. So we have made a very simple REST API call, a post call to Airtable to create a new record. Obviously, the data is hard coded as of now because we have not used any dynamic data. So that is something which we'll cover in the later videos. But this just explains you how to make a very simple call to any third-party source. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye-bye.